Imagine you're standing on a busy street. It is London, the sky is gray, and you were very hungry.
Right.
So you walk into a small restaurant,
Right.
a waiter comes to your table, but, well, the waiter speaks very fast.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
He asks you a question, and you just freeze.
Yeah.
Your mind goes completely blank.
You do not know the right words to say.
Exactly. You feel very nervous. Have you ever felt this way? If you are learning English, you probably have.
Oh, absolutely.
Welcome to Talk Ladder. Today, we are going to fix that exact problem. We have a very special deep dive for you today.
Yes, welcome to Talk Ladder. It is wonderful to sit down and speak with you today.
It is great to be here.
Learning a new language as an adult, well, it is not easy. It can feel very frustrating.
Yeah, I really can.
You have these complex thoughts in your head, but you only have simple words to speak. But do not worry at all. We are here to help you bridge that gap.
Yes, we are. This deep dive is created exactly for you, the beginner English learner. Our mission at Talk Ladder is very simple. We want to help you practice your English listening skills. And we want to help you practice your speaking skills, too.
We will use simple words today, and we will speak at a clear, easy pace.
But we will talk about real adult situations. We want you to feel confident when you step outside your door.
That is right. You know, you do not need complex grammar to have a good conversation.
No, you do not.
You just need the right tools. So today, we will give you those tools. Step by step, we will help you understand the English language better.
Before we start our journey today, I have a small, polite request for you. Please subscribe to the Talk Ladder channel.
Yes, please do.
When you take a moment to subscribe, it really helps us grow. It helps us make more of these deep dives for you.
It makes a big difference.
We want to continue being your language guides. So, well, if you enjoy our deep dives, please click that subscribe button. We truly appreciate it.
Thank you very much for subscribing. Now, let us talk about the plan for today. What exactly are we going to do?
Today, we are going on a trip. We are going to learn the exact words and phrases you need for a full day out in an English-speaking town.
Oh, that sounds fun.
You will learn how to say hello to strangers. You will learn how to read a street map in your mind, to find a shop.
Very important.
You will learn how to buy a shirt. And finally, you will learn how to ask for help when you feel stuck.
We chose shopping and walking around a town for a very specific reason. Going to a shop is not just about buying things.
Right.
It is actually the perfect classroom for a language learner.
Why is that?
Because retail uses repeatable phrases. The shop assistant will say the exact same things every single day.
I see.
If you learn the pattern, you can use it anywhere. When you repeat phrases, your brain remembers them much faster.
I love that idea. The street is the classroom. Okay, let's unpack this. Before you can go shopping, you need to leave your house.
Right.
You open your front door,
Mm-hmm.
you step outside, you see your neighbor, or maybe you see a person working in a shop. You need to interact with them. And that interaction starts with a simple greeting.
Yes, it does. Greeting people is the first step of any conversation. But in English, well, we have different levels of greetings.
Okay.
We have formal greetings and we have informal greetings.
What does formal mean?
Formal means it is very polite and respectful. You use formal words with people you do not know.
Right. And informal.
Informal means it is casual and relaxed. You use informal words with your good friends.
I always get confused about this. If I meet a shop owner for the first time, should I say hey or hello?
That is a great question.
Because once I said hey to a new boss, and he looked at me in a very strange way. I felt a little embarrassed.
Oh, no. Yes, that is a very common mistake. The word hey is very informal. It is very casual.
So I should not use it at work.
No, if you say hey to a new boss or a stranger, it can sound a little bit rude. It sounds like you do not respect their position.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
If you meet a shop owner for the first time, you should always say hello. Hello is a formal greeting. Yes, it is safe. It shows respect. You use hello for strangers, for teachers, and for older people.
What about the word hi?
Yeah.
I hear people say hi all the time. Is hi okay to use?
Yes, hi is very useful. Hi is right in the middle. It is less formal than hello, but it is more polite than hey.
Okay, so it is in the middle.
Exactly. It is a friendly word. You can say hi to a shop owner. You can say hi to your neighbor.
But I save hey for my close friends.
Yes, save hey for your close friends and your family. Politeness is deeply important in English-speaking cultures. When you are polite, people want to help you more.
That makes perfect sense. Hello is safe and formal. Hi is friendly and normal.
Ah.
Hey is only for close friends.
You got it.
But we do not just say hello, right?
Yeah.
We also use the time of day to greet people.
Exactly. This is another very polite way to break the ice. We look at the clock. If you wake up and the sun is rising, it is morning.
Right.
Before 12 o'clock, we say, good morning.
I like saying good morning, but what does it actually mean? Am I just
Ah.
stating a fact that the morning is good?
That is a really great question. Historically, you are wishing the person well. You're saying, I hope you have a good morning.
Oh, I see.
Over many years, it just became shorter. Now we just say, good morning.
Ah, I am wishing them well.
Mm.
That is very nice. So what happens when the clock passes 12?
After 12 o'clock, it is the middle of the day. This time is called the afternoon. So, well, we say, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. And then the sun goes down, the sky gets dark. What do we say then?
When the sun goes down, usually after 6 o'clock, we say good evening.
Good evening.
Evening is the time between the end of the day and when you go to sleep. So you say good evening.
So let us imagine I walk to a cafe. I see the owner. I look at my watch. It is 10 o'clock in the morning. I smile and say, good morning.
Perfect. That is a great start. Now, after you say good morning, it is polite to ask about their health or their feelings.
How do I do that?
You can ask, how are you? This is a standard, very polite question.
How are you? But sometimes I hear people say, how's it going? I never understand that. What is it? And where is it going?
And I completely understand why that is confusing. How's it going is a very popular, less formal question.
Okay.
The word it in this sentence means your life or your day. So you are asking, how is your day going?
Oh, how is your day going?
Yes, but native speakers speak quickly, so they shorten it to, how's it going? It means the exact same thing as, how are you?
So how are you is more formal. How's it going is more relaxed. If someone asks me one of these questions, how should I answer?
Well,
Do I tell them the truth? What if I'm having a terrible day?
here is where we learn about English culture. In English-speaking countries, when a stranger asks, how are you? They do not usually want a long, true story about your bad day.
They do not.
No, it is just a polite greeting. So you give a standard polite response. You say, I'm fine, thank you.
I'm fine, thank you, even if I am very tired.
Yes, even if you are tired. It keeps the conversation positive. You can also say, I'm doing well. Both are excellent answers.
I'm doing well.
And there's one more very important step. You must ask them the question back. It is like a game of tennis.
A game of tennis.
Yes. They hit the ball to you, and you must hit it back. You say, I'm doing well. And you?
I'm doing well. And you? I hit the ball back to them. I like that rule.
It is a good rule.
Now we know how to say hello and ask about their day. But what if I want to tell them who I am?
Introducing yourself is very simple. You use the phrase, my name is. For example, my name is David, or my name is Maria.
My name is. After I say my name, what should I say next?
You should say, nice to meet you. This is a crucial phrase in English.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, it means, I am happy that we are meeting. It makes the other person feel good.
Nice to meet you. You know, sometimes after I introduce myself, people hear my accent. Then they ask me a question.
What do they ask?
They ask, where are you from? What exactly are they asking?
When someone asks, where are you from, they want to know your home country or your home city. They are curious about your background.
How do I answer that?
You can answer simply. You can say, I am from Brazil, or I am from Tokyo. It is a friendly way to start a deeper conversation.
Okay, we have successfully broken the ice. We stepped out of our door. We said good morning.
Yes.
We asked, how are you?
Yeah.
Said, I'm doing well, and you? We're ready for the day.
You're ready.
Now, it is time to walk down the street. We want to spend some money. We need to find the right shop.
But, the English language has a lot of words for different shops. Let's explore this.
Yes, we have many places to visit. But before we name the shops, we must talk about a big difference in the English language.
Oh, what is that?
English is spoken differently in different parts of the world. In the United Kingdom, they use the word shop. But in the United States, they use the word store.
Shop and store. Do they mean exactly the same thing? If I say bookshop in America, will they understand me?
Yes, they will understand you perfectly. They mean the exact same place. A building where you go to buy items.
Okay, good.
A clothes shop in London is a clothing store in New York. Both words are correct. It just depends on which country you are in. That is very good to know. I do not need to worry about making a mistake with those words. Now, I love learning new vocabulary. Let us learn the names of different shops. Where should we start?
Let us start with food, because everybody loves food.
I definitely love food.
Imagine you want to buy fresh bread. You want to buy sweet cakes for a party. Where do you go? You go to the baker's.
The bakers.
Sometimes people also call it a bakery.
The bakers. I have a question about the grammar here. The word is baker. A baker is a person who makes bread. Why do we add an S at the end? Bakers. Is it plural? Are there many bakers?
That is a brilliant question. No, it is not plural. In English, when we add an apostrophe, a small high comma, and an S, it shows possession.
Possession.
Yes. It means something belongs to someone. So the baker's is a short way of saying the baker's shop. The shop belongs to the baker.
Oh, wow. The shop belongs to the baker. The bakers. That makes so much sense now.
Over time, people just stopped saying the word shop and just said the baker's.
Okay, what is the next shop?
Next, imagine you are cooking dinner. You want to cook chicken or you want to buy sausages. You do not go to the baker's. You go to the butcher's.
The butchers.
A butcher is a person who cuts and sells meat. So you go to the butcher's shop.
The butchers.
The butcher's.
Mm-hmm.
For meat and sausages. Now, what if I am not feeling well? What if I wake up with a bad headache and I need some medicine?
If you need medicine, pills, or vitamins, you need to find a specific shop. In the United Kingdom, this shop is called the chemist's.
The chemists.
A chemist is a person who works with medicine.
The chemists. But wait, what if I am in the United States?
In the United States, they do not usually say chemists. They call this shop a pharmacy.
Pharmacy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you go to the pharmacy to get your medicine. Both places sell the exact same things.
The chemists in the UK. The pharmacy in the US. I will remember that. Where do I go if I just want to buy a newspaper, a magazine, and maybe a small bottle of water?
For those small daily items, you go to the newsagents.
Mm-hmm.
An agent is someone who sells things. They sell the news. So it is the newsagents. The newsagents.
You can buy newspapers, magazines, sweets, and small snacks there.
The newsagents. Okay, I have one more food shop. What if I want to buy fresh apples, bananas, and green vegetables like carrots and broccoli?
For fresh fruit and vegetables, you go to the greengrocers.
That is a long word. Greengrocers.
Let us look at that long word. Green means the color of many vegetables. A grocer is a person who sells food.
Oh, I see.
So the greengrocers is the shop that sells fresh green food from the earth.
The greengrocers. I like breaking the word into smaller pieces. Green, grocer. It's much easier to say now.
Yes, breaking words into pieces is a great way to learn. Of course, there are many other shops in a town. They are usually very easy to name.
Like what?
Well, a shop that sells clothes is a clothes shop. A shop that sells shoes is a shoe shop. A shop that sells computers and phones is an electronics store. A shop that sells toys for children is a toy shop.
That is a lot of vocabulary.
Yeah.
The bakers, the butchers, the chemists, the newsagents, the greengrocers, and the clothes shop. But knowing the names is only half the problem. If I am standing on the street, how do I know where the shop is? How do I understand directions?
To understand directions, we need to learn a special type of grammar. We need to learn prepositions of place.
Prepositions of place.
Prepositions are small words, but they hold a lot of power. They explain the location of an object. They tell you where something is.
I sometimes struggle with prepositions. I like to imagine that prepositions are like a treasure map.
A treasure map.
Yeah. If I have a map, but the map does not have words like next to or behind, I am completely lost. I cannot find the treasure. I cannot find the bakers.
That is a beautiful metaphor. It really is a treasure map. Without these words, the world is just a random collection of buildings.
Yes, exactly.
Prepositions give the world order. Let us open your treasure map and learn 4 very important directions.
Okay, my map is open. I am ready. What is the first preposition?
The first one is in front of. Let us think about what this means. Imagine you walk up to a building. You stop. The building is facing you. You are facing the building. The building is in front of you. You can say, the red car is parked in front of the shop. It is the first thing you see.
In front of. The camera's in front of me right now. I'm looking right at it. What is the second word on our map?
The second preposition is next to. This means beside. The two things are very close together. They are neighbors.
Next to.
If you stand with your friend is next to you. On a street, you can say, the baker's is next to the shoe shop. They share a wall.
Next to. The baker's is next to the shoe shop. If I touch the wall of the baker's, I am also touching the wall of the shoe shop. They are side by side.
Exactly. Now, let us make it a little more complex. The third preposition is between. Between requires 3 things. It means something is in the middle.
Can you give me an example? I was confused between and next to.
Let us imagine 3 shops in a line. Shop A, Shop B, and Shop C. Shop B is in the middle. So we say Shop B is between Shop A and Shop C.
Oh, I see.
Here's a real example. The chemist's is between the bakers and the newsagents. The chemist's is in the center.
Between. I understand now. You have bread on the left, medicine in the middle, and newspapers on the right. The medicine is between the bread and the newspapers.
Very good. You are reading the map perfectly. The last preposition is a very important one. The word is opposite.
Opposite. If I am opposite the shop, does that mean I am in front of it?
That is a very common confusion. They are similar but different. In front of means you are on the same side of the street, just standing near the door.
Right.
But opposite means it is directly across the street. There is a road between you and the shop. You look across the street over the cars to see it.
Across the street.
Yes. You can say the toy shop is opposite the clothes shop. To get there, you must walk across the road.
Opposite. I have to cross the street to get there. They are looking at each other from different sides of the road.
Yes. When you combine the name of a shop with the preposition of place, you create a complete navigation thought. You can give directions to anyone.
That is very useful.
Try to visualize your own street at home right now. Picture the buildings. Where are they? Is the pharmacy next to the bakery?
Let me think. I am picturing my street. Okay, the greengrocer's is opposite the park. I have to cross the street from the park to buy my apples.
Excellent. You are using the map? You are giving directions in English.
Thank you. This feels very good. Okay, let's continue our story. We followed our treasure map. We're now standing in front of the clothes shop. We found it.
We found it.
Now, we must do something brave. We must walk inside the shop and actually try to buy something.
Walking into a shop in a foreign country can be very scary. You know someone is going to talk to you. This is a very common situation.
Yes, I always get nervous.
To help you practice, we are going to do an interactive role play. We will act out a scene inside the clothes shop. Listen carefully to the rhythm of the conversation. Listen to the words we use.
Okay. I will play the role of the customer. You will play the role of the shop assistant. Are you ready?
I am ready. I am standing behind the desk in the shop.
Here we go. I am opening the door. I am walking into the shop right now.
Hello. Good morning. How can I help you?
Oh, hi. I'm just looking, thanks.
Okay, no problem. Let me know if you need anything.
Thank you. I walk around the shop. I look at some shirts. Now I need help. Excuse me, I'm looking for a shirt. Do you have this shirt in blue?
Yes, we do. Let me check the back. Here is a blue one.
Thank you. Could I try this on?
Sure, of course. The fitting cubicle is right over here.
Okay, I go into the cubicle. I try on the shirt. I come back out. It fits perfectly. How much is it?
It's $32.
Can I pay by credit card?
Yes, you can. Please put your card in the machine. Thank you. Here is your receipt. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. You too. Bye.
And scene. That was a very natural, excellent role play. You bought a shirt.
That was fun. And it did not feel too scary.
No.
I want to stop and talk about the very beginning of that role play.
Okay.
When I first walked in, you asked, "How can I help you?" And I replied, "I'm just looking, thanks." I use this phrase all the time, even in my own language. Yes. I say it even when I actually want to buy something. I just want to get some space.
That is a very interesting observation. Let us talk about the psychology of Western retail culture. In English-speaking countries, shop assistants are trained to ask if you need help immediately.
Right.
But as a customer, you might feel pressured. You might feel nervous to speak English right away. The phrase, "I'm just looking, thanks," is a polite shield.
A polite shield.
Yes. It tells the assistant, "I do not need your help right now. I want to walk around quietly." It gives you personal space to relax and look at the clothes.
A polite shield. I love that.
Yeah.
It gives me time to breathe. Now, let us look at some of the vocabulary we used later in the role play.
Yes, let's do that.
I found a shirt, but it was the wrong color. I asked, "Do you have this in blue?" That is a very simple sentence, but very useful.
It is a perfect sentence. Do you have this in? And then you add a color or a size.
Okay.
Do you have this in red? Do you have this in a large? It is a direct request for information.
Then I wanted to wear the shirt. I asked, "Could I try this on?" And you told me, "The fitting cubicle is right over here."
Yes.
What exactly is a fitting cubicle? The word cubicle sounds strange.
Let us break that down. Fitting comes from the word fit. You want to see if the clothes fit your body. Are they too big? Are they too small?
Right.
A cubicle is a very small, private space. It usually has a door or a curtain that you pull close.
Oh, I see.
So a fitting cubicle is the small room in the shop where you take off your old clothes and put on the new clothes to test them.
I understand. Are there other names for this room?
Yes. In many places, they also call it a fitting room or a changing room because you are changing your clothes. They all mean the exact same place.
Fitting cubicle, fitting room, Changing room, I can use any of them. Okay, I tried on the shirt. It looked great. I was ready to buy.
And then you brought it to me?
Yes, I took it to you and asked, how much is it? That is the phrase we use to ask for the price, right?
No. Yes. How much is it is the most common way to ask for the price. If you are holding two shirts, you use the plural form. You say, how much are they? But for one item, how much is it?
You told me the price was $32.
Mm-hmm.
Then I asked a very important question. I asked, can I pay by credit card? Because, well, I almost never carry real money with me anymore.
Paying for items is an important topic.
Yeah.
There are three main ways to pay in a shop. The first way is with cash.
Cash.
Cash means the physical paper notes and the metal coins in your pocket.
So if I hand you paper money, I am paying with cash.
Yes. The second way is a credit card. This is a plastic card from your bank. When you use a credit card, you borrow money from the bank to buy the shirt, and you pay the bank back later.
Right.
The third way is a debit card. A debit card is also a plastic card, but it takes the money directly out of your bank account right now.
Cash, credit card, and debit card. In the shop, do I need to say debit card or can I just say card?
You can just say, can I pay by card? That is very natural and everyone will understand you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
After I put my card in the machine, you gave me a piece of paper. You said, here is your receipt.
Yes, your receipt.
That is a difficult word to pronounce. R-E-C-E-I-P-T. Can we talk about that spelling?
English spelling can be very tricky. In the word receipt, the letter P is completely silent. You do not say the P. You say it like this. Receipt. Receipt.
Receipt. The P is a ghost. It is there, but it makes no sound. Why is a receipt important? Why should I take it?
A receipt is a very important piece of paper. It is the legal proof of your purchase. It shows the name of the shop, the date, what you bought, and how much cash or credit you paid.
So I should keep it.
You must always take your receipt. Why? Because if you take the shirt home and discover a hole in it, you need to return it to the shop. If you do not have the receipt, the shop will not give your money back.
Always keep the receipt. That is very good advice. Now, while we are talking about money and shopping, I want to learn some exciting words.
Exciting words. Like what?
I want to learn about sales. Sometimes I walk past a shop window and I see big red letters. What does the word bargain mean?
Oh, everyone loves a bargain. A bargain is a wonderful thing. A bargain is an item that you buy for a very good price. It is much cheaper than its normal value.
So it is cheap.
Yes. You feel like you won a prize. You saved money. If a beautiful shirt is normally $100, but you buy it for $20, you can smile and say, this shirt was a bargain.
A bargain. It feels like a small victory. What about another phrase I see? A clearance sale. What are they clearing?
Think about the word clear. It means to empty a space. A clearance sale is when a shop needs to empty its shelves.
Empty the shelves.
Yes. Maybe winter is ending and summer is coming. They need to sell all the heavy winter coats to make room for summer t-shirts, so they lower the prices a lot. They want to sell the coats quickly to clear the shop.
I understand. They're clearing the space for new items. I always look for a clearance sale. It is a great place to find a bargain.
That definitely is.
Okay, I have one more sign I saw in a window. It was a very strange word. It said B-O-G-O, Bogoff. What is Bogoff?
Right.
Is it an alien word?
It does sound like an alien word, but it is an acronym. It is a word made from the first letters of other words. B-O-G-O-F stands for buy one, get one free.
Buy one, get one free.
Yeah.
B-O-G-O-F.
Yes. It means if you pick up one shirt and pay for it, the shop will give you a second shirt for $0. It is a very popular promotion.
Buy one, get one free. That is the best bargain of all. I will definitely look for the Bogoff sign.
Shopping is fun, but let us be honest. Walking around town, speaking English, and looking for bargains takes a lot of mental and physical energy. How are you feeling right now after our role play?
Honestly, I am feeling very tired. And I'm feeling very hungry.
Let us examine what you just said. You are tired, you are hungry, so you want to eat. Listen to that sentence again. You are hungry, so you want to eat.
You are hungry, so you want to eat. I hear the word so. Notice that little word so. That word is a bridge. It connects your feeling of being hungry to your action of eating.
Before we go to a restaurant, we need to take a short grammar break. We need to talk about how we connect our simple ideas into longer sentences. We are going to talk about conjunctions.
Conjunctions. That sounds like a very big, scary grammar word from a textbook.
It is a big word, but I promise the idea is very simple and very beautiful. Conjunctions are just small connecting words. I like to think of them as glue.
Glue. Like the sticky stuff you use for paper.
Exactly like that. Imagine you have two small, separate pieces of wood. Piece one is the sentence, I am tired. Piece 2 is the sentence, I am going to sleep.
Okay.
If you put them next to each other, they fall apart. They sound like a robot speaking. I am tired. I am going to sleep.
Yes, that sounds a bit choppy.
But if you put some glue between them, a conjunction, they stick together. They make a strong, beautiful bridge. I am tired, so I am going to sleep.
Wow, that sounds much better.
When you use conjunctions, you stop sounding like a beginner. You instantly sound more fluent, more natural, and more relaxed.
I want to sound natural. I want to build a bridge. Teach me how to use the glue.
Let us look at 5 very common, simple conjunctions. These 5 little words will change your English forever.
Okay, I have my notebook ready. What is the first glue word?
The first one is the most common. The word is and, A-N-D. We use and to add similar ideas together. It is like a plus sign in math.
A plus sign. Can you give me an example of how to use and?
Yes. Imagine you are at the newsagent's. You say, I need a newspaper and a bottle of water. You're adding 2 items together in one sentence. Newspaper plus water. I need a newspaper and a bottle of water.
That is easy. And? I like cats and dogs.
Kinda.
I want coffee and tea. What is the second word?
The next conjunction is but, B-U-T. We use but to connect opposite ideas. We use it when the second idea is different or surprising compared to the first idea.
I struggle with but. Can you give me an example?
Let us use food again. I like apples, but my friend likes oranges. Apples and oranges are different preferences. The word but shows the difference.
I see.
Here is another example about the weather. It is very hot today, but it was cold yesterday. Hot and cold are opposites. The glue that holds opposites together is but.
I think I understand. Let me try. We were just in the clothes shop. I wanted to buy the beautiful blue shirt, but it was too expensive.
That is a brilliant sentence. You wanted it. That is a positive idea, but it was expensive. That is a negative reason stopping you. You used the glue perfectly.
Thank you. Building sentences is fun. What is the third conjunction?
The third word is because. B-E-C-A-U-S-E. This is a very powerful word. We use because to give a reason. It is the direct answer to the question, why?
Why? Because.
Exactly. Let us look at an example. I went to the chemist's because I have a cold. If I ask you, why did you go to the chemist's? You use because to glue the reason to the action.
Action and reason.
Yes, action. I went to the chemist. Reason, I have a cold. Glue, because.
Action, glue, reason. Let me try to build a sentence. I'm listening to Talk Ladder because I want to learn English.
Wonderful. That is a complex adult thought, perfectly constructed using simple words. You are doing great. Now, the fourth conjunction is a twin brother to because. The word is so, S-O.
So, how is it the twin brother of because?
Because gives the reason. So gives the result. An action happens, and so a result happens. Let us look at the example I used earlier. I was hungry, so I bought a sandwich.
The first feeling.
Yeah.
You were hungry. The result of that feeling.
Yeah.
You bought a sandwich.
Yes. Now it is time for a challenge. I want you, the host, and you, the listener at home, to practice. I am going to give you 2 pieces of wood. I want you to tell me which glue to use. Because or so.
Okay, listener, let's think about this together. We are ready.
Here is the sentence. I am very tired, blank. I am going to go to sleep. Which word goes in the blank space? Are you giving a reason or are you showing a result?
I am very tired, blank. I am going to go to sleep. The action is going to sleep. That is the result of being tired. I think the answer is so. I am very tired, so I am going to sleep. Am I right?
You are absolutely right. The answer is so.
But wait, I have a question. What if I turn this sentence around? What if I put the pieces of wood in a different order? Can I say, I am going to sleep because I am tired?
Yes, you discovered the secret. Because and so are 2 sides of the same coin. I am going to sleep because I am tired. That is a perfect sentence.
Really?
Yes, it just depends on what part of the thought you want to say first. If you say the action first, use because. If you say the feeling first, use so.
English is like a puzzle. I love seeing how the pieces fit together. Okay, we have one more glue word. What is the 5th conjunction?
The last one is or, O-R. We use or when we have choices. When there are 2 options and you must pick one.
For example, if I am offering you a drink, do you want tea or coffee?
Yes. You cannot have both in the same cup. You must choose tea or coffee. You can also use it for plans. Do you want to walk to the park or go to the cinema? The word or creates a choice.
And, but, because, so, or. 5 little words that act like magic glue.
If you take the time to practice these 5 words, I promise your English will transform. You will stop speaking in short, choppy blocks. You will start speaking in long, beautiful, flowing sentences. You will sound like a confident adult.
I am going to practice my glue words every day. Now, let us use our new grammar to move the story forward. I said I was hungry, so we are going to a restaurant.
That is a perfect transition. Dining out at a restaurant is a wonderful experience. You get to taste new food and relax. But as we talked about at the very beginning of this deep dive, it can also be the most frightening part of a trip.
It is terrifying. There is loud music. There are many people. The menu has words you have never seen before. And then the waiter walks over. It feels like a test.
It does feel like a test.
Yeah.
But you do not need to panic. We are going to learn the right phrases. If you memorize these patterns, the restaurant will become easy.
Okay.
Let us start at the very beginning. You open the door of the restaurant. You walk inside. A person is standing near the door to greet you. What do you say to get a table?
I want to sit with you. We are two people. Do I just hold up two fingers?
You can hold up two fingers, but let us use our words. You walk up to the person, you smile, and you say, "Can we get a table for two, please?"
Can we get a table for two, please?
Yes. It is simple and clear. If you have your family with you, and there are four of you, you change the number. You say, "Can we get a table for four, please?" And notice the word please at the end. Always add please. It is the magic word of politeness.
Okay, we used our polite phrase. The person smiles. They walk us to a table. We sit down. We look at the menu. I see a chicken sandwich that looks very good. The waiter comes to our table with a notepad. How do I order my food without sounding rude?
A very polite adult way to order food is to use the phrase "I'd like." "I'd like" is a short way of saying "I would like." You say, "I'd like to order the chicken sandwich."
I'd like to order the chicken sandwich. What happens if I just say I want the chicken sandwich? Is that bad?
It is not terrible. They will understand you.
Yeah.
But "I want" sounds a little bit like a demanding child.
Oh, I see.
"I would like" is softer. It is more respectful. It is the language of a polite adult.
I understand. I want is hard. I would like is soft. Can I also use the word get? Like, can I get the chicken sandwich? I hear that in American movies a lot.
Yes, you hear it because it is very common in casual restaurants, especially in North America. "Can I get a glass of water, please? Can I get the chicken sandwich?" It is very natural.
Now, I want to ask you a deep question about polite requests. I am trying to understand the mechanics of English politeness. Sometimes I hear people ask for things using can I, but other times I hear people say, could you? What is the difference between can and could? They seem so similar.
I am so glad you asked that. That is a brilliant detail to notice. This is the difference between good English and great English.
Oh, really?
Yes. Can and could are both okay, but they have different levels of politeness. Can you is normal. It is standard. But could you please uses a conditional grammar tense. In English, using the conditional tense creates distance. Distance creates politeness. It makes the request feel very soft, like a gentle suggestion rather than a command.
Can you give me an example to hear the difference?
Let us imagine you dropped your fork and you need a new one from the waiter. You can say, "Can you bring me a fork?" That is okay. It is direct. But listen to this. "Could you please bring me a fork?"
Wow. Could you please bring me a fork? It sounds so elegant. It sounds like I am a very important, polite guest.
Exactly. It shows deep respect for the person working. And at the end of the meal, when you are full and you are ready to pay the money and leave, you use this beautiful form again. You look at the waiter and say, "Could you bring the bill, please?"
Could you bring the bill, please? And the bill is the little piece of paper with the total price of all the food we ate.
Yes. The bill shows the final price. Now, let us talk about another UK versus US difference. In the United Kingdom, they use the word bill. But what do they say in the United States?
Do they say something different?
Yes. In America, they usually do not say bill at a restaurant. They say check. So in New York, you would ask, "Could you bring the check, please?"
Bill in the UK, check in the US. I will write that down in my notebook. Okay. We have ordered, we ate, we asked for the bill. But let us go back to the scary part. What happens if I try all these phrases, but the waiter speaks so fast that I do not understand a single word? My heart starts beating fast. I feel panic. What do I do?
First, take a deep breath. Do not panic. Every single person who has ever learned a foreign language has felt that exact panic. I have felt it. You have felt it. It is perfectly normal. You just need to know how to ask for help.
Okay.
In English culture, asking for help is not a bad thing. It does not mean you are stupid. It means you are trying.
That is good to hear. But what words should I actually say when I am panicking?
Let us build a toolkit of superpower phrases. The first phrase is simple. If you are in a country where English is not the main language, like France or Japan, but you are trying to communicate, you can ask, "Excuse me, do you speak English?"
Yes, that is step one. Finding a common language.
Yeah.
But let's imagine I am in London. The waiter definitely speaks English,
Right.
but his accent is thick and he talks too fast. What is my next superpower phrase?
The next phrase requires honesty. You look them in the eye and you say, I am sorry, I don't understand.
I don't understand. Is it really that simple?
Yes. Knowing how to say I don't understand is truly a superpower. Many learners are embarrassed to say it. They just nod their head and pretend they understand.
I do that sometimes.
But if you pretend, the conversation breaks. If you bravely say, I don't understand, it keeps the conversation alive. The waiter will instantly change their behavior. They will smile, they will slow down their voice, and they will use simpler words to help you.
That is a great perspective. Admitting I don't know something is a way to keep learning. Okay, so I say, I don't understand. What if I just need them to say the sentence one more time, maybe a little slower? How do I ask for that?
You can use two very good phrases. You can ask, can you say that again, please? Or you can ask, can you repeat that, please? Both phrases are polite instructions for the speaker to try again.
Can you say that again? Can you repeat that? I will definitely use those. Here is where it gets really interesting to me. I have read that native English speakers actually love it when a learner asks them for help with specific vocabulary. Is that true? Do they get annoyed or do they like it?
It is absolutely true. Native speakers love it. When you ask a native speaker for help with a word, you are showing them that you respect their language and you're trying hard to learn it. People love to be teachers.
Really?
Yes. If you are holding a spoon at the table and you forget the word for it, you just point to it and ask, how do you say this in English?
How do you say this in English? You point to the spoon. The waiter smiles and says spoon. And suddenly the whole world becomes my classroom.
Exactly. You turn the cafe into a school. You learn from real people in real living situations. That is how children learn, and it is the fastest way for adults to learn too.
This is so encouraging. Let's review our toolkit.
No.
Let's look at all the superpower phrases for when we are stuck and panicking.
Yes, let's review.
Phrase 1. Excuse me, do you speak English? Phrase 2. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Phrase 3. Can you say that again, please? Phrase 4. How do you say this in English?
If you memorize those 4 phrases, you are safe. You can go anywhere in the world and talk to anyone. You will never be completely stuck in a conversation again.
What a feeling of freedom. This has been an incredibly wonderful deep dive today. We have covered so much information. We took our listener on a massive journey.
We covered a huge amount of ground today. We learned vocabulary, we learned grammar, and we learned cultural tips. I think it is time to sit back and review the journey we took.
Yes, let's summarize slowly to help the memory lock it in. First, we stepped out of our front door and we broke the ice.
Right.
We learned about the levels of respect. We learned that a hello is a formal greeting for strangers and hey is an informal greeting for friends. We learned to ask, how are you? And to politely hit the tennis ball back by saying, I'm doing well, and you.
After that, we opened our treasure map and we navigated the town. We learned that a shop in the UK is a store in the US.
Yes, we did.
We visited many places. We smelled bread at the baker's. We bought meat at the butcher's. We found medicine at the chemist's or the pharmacy. We bought a newspaper at the newsagent's and apples at the greengrocer's. And we used prepositions, our map directions, like in front of, next to, between, and opposite to find our way around the streets.
Next, we faced our fears. We went inside the clothes shop and did a role play. We learned the psychological shield of saying, I'm just looking, thanks, to get personal space. We took a blue shirt into the fitting cubicle to try it on.
We did.
We asked the important question, how much is it? We learned the difference between paying with cash and paying with a plastic credit card. And we learned why we must always keep the small piece of paper called a receipt.
Then we took a deep breath and had a grammar break. We learned that conjunctions are like sticky glue. We use the words and, but, because so, and or to stick small pieces of wood together, building beautiful, long adult sentences.
Finally, using our glue word so, we went to a restaurant because we were hungry. We asked for a table for 2. We practiced ordering food softly with I'd like to order instead of a harsh I want.
Very important.
We learned that using the word could instead of can makes the request sound elegant and polite. We asked for the bill. And most importantly, we learned the superpower phrases for asking for help when the waiter speaks too fast and we do not understand.
It was a very full, very successful day out in town. You survived, and you communicated beautifully.
It really was a great day. Listener, we hope you enjoyed this day out with us. Remember, you do not need to speak perfectly to communicate. Practicing these simple, repeatable phrases will make you a confident English speaker.
Do not just listen to us. Practice these phrases in your head while you are washing the dishes. Say them out loud in your car.
Yes, practice everywhere.
The more you use these words, the easier they will become. Your mouth will remember the shapes of the words.
And please, if you found this deep dive helpful, do not forget to subscribe to the Talk Ladder channel.
Please subscribe.
Subscribing is the best way to support us. It helps us create more simple, clear, step-by-step English practice just for you. We truly want to be part of your language journey every single week.
Before we say goodbye today, I want to leave you with a fun challenge, a final thought for you to take into your day.
Ooh, a challenge. I love homework. What is the challenge?
Tomorrow, when you walk down your own street in your own hometown, look around you. Look at the shops and buildings. Try to translate the world into English in your mind.
Translate the world. I like that.
Is that building a baker's? Is that shop opposite the park? If you were to walk inside the clothing store in your town, how would you ask the price of a shirt in English? Practice the conversations in your mind as you walk. The world is your classroom.
The world is your classroom.
You do not always need a textbook to practice. You just need to look at the real world and ask yourself, how do I say this in English?
Turn the whole world into your classroom. What a wonderful, inspiring way to end our deep dive today. Thank you so much for listening to Talk Ladder. Try that challenge. Practice naming your shops tomorrow morning. Keep learning, keep speaking bravely, and we will see you next time.